Simon, you've had outstanding success in your professional sports and news media career. With that said, Simon, can you share with the fans some of your personal career highlights?
I guess the biggest highlight in terms of the sports realm is covering the Olympics in 2008 in Beijing. CBC News sent me to Beijing for 5 weeks, and we did all kinds of color stories around the Olympics. I wasn't covering the actual sporting events, but I was actually doing stories on the people in Beijing and the city itself. And I was doing that for CBC's digital service. So that was a tremendous experience. I've been lucky, Ashton, to cover several big stories in my career. 95 Quebec referendum, and this is a political story, and I won't go too long on it, but our country was on the verge of a breakup, and it was the most emotional story I've ever covered. And the night before that Quebec was to vote on whether to leave Confederation, I was very down because I thought the country was going to break up. All of a sudden, a group of young people walked in waving Quebec and Canadian flags, and they were singing "O Canada" in English and French. And I've never forgotten this. It was so powerful and so emotional. And they stood up on chairs and on tables, and the music was killed in the bar, and everybody started singing "O Canada" in both English and French. It was a moment I'll never forget.
43 years in any career is an outstanding achievement, but with the things that you have done, the places that you have gone, the people and groups that you've spoken to, the memories and stories which you are so grateful enough to share already in this outstanding Best of segment, it must be a ball of emotions. Here we are in the last month as you're thinking about your 43 years. So maybe just a bit on that and how you're feeling. But then also I'd love to ask you the question, now that you're going to go into official retirement, what does the future hold for Simon Dingley?
I'm excited. I've been doing hard news for a long time, and it takes a toll, Anthony. I've covered everything from politics to murders. I've seen dead bodies. Most news reporters have done that, and after a while, it gets really tiresome. So I'm excited to leaving that part of my life behind temporarily. Who knows? Maybe I'll go back to it. And I'm hoping to do more travel with my wife in the future. So we're hoping to travel more and see more of the world. And that goes to Ashton's question about education. It's not just in schools. You're educated. When you go to a foreign country or a different province, you learn about those people, their culture, and that's a form of education. One of the most educational vacations I ever took was in 2018 when I went to Japan. And it wasn't a relaxing on the beach vacation, but it was such a culturally enriching experience. I learned so much that I was thrilled by it. And just the education that I got from Japan and traveling the country was outstanding. So bottom line, I'm very excited about the future. No regrets about leaving. I'm going to leave some good people behind. I'm very good friends with them. I hope to stay in touch with them. But I'm also looking forward to the future. I can't wait to do something new.